What if I told you that your legs didn't actually get weaker with age, just disconnected? That strength doesn't disappear, it simply falls asleep. And that tonight, with one small change, you could begin waking that strength up while you sleep. No gym, no expensive pills, just one bedtime habit backed by science. Let me explain. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple doctor-recommended evening routine that could help restore leg strength, improve balance, and even reduce your risk of falling, starting in as little as 12 hours. You'll learn the real reason behind age-related muscle loss, the exact nutrient your nervous system needs, and the best time to activate your body's natural recovery system. Everything I share is safe, gentle, and rooted in research, something I recommend to my own older patients every day. Which I know what it's like to hear your knees crack when you stand, to reach for the wall just to take your first step in the morning. Maybe you've told yourself, it's just age. But what if it's not? What if the strength is still there, just waiting to be reawakened? If you've ever felt that your body is slowing down, or that walking doesn't feel as easy as it used to, you're not alone. And there is something you can do. So, before you consider another supplement or push yourself through painful exercises, let me show you how one nourishing evening habit could gently switch your body back on, from the inside out. Let's begin. Every morning when you wake up, the first part of your body that touches the floor is your legs. And if you pay close attention, they're trying to tell you something important. Maybe you feel a little heaviness when you stand, a bit of stiffness, maybe some tingling in your feet. Perhaps you reach for the edge of the bed or lean on the wall for balance during those first few steps, and like most people, you brush it off. Maybe I slept wrong. Maybe it's just the cold. Or simply, well, I'm getting old. But as a physician, I want you to know this, that unsteady feeling in the morning isn't something to ignore. It's one of the earliest signs that your body's asking for help. While you sleep, your body enters a deep repair mode. Systems from your nerves to your circulation and muscles all go into recovery. But if you wake up and still feel like your legs never rested, there's a reason. Your neuromuscular connection, the line of communication between your brain and your legs, may be breaking down. It's not that your muscles are gone, it's that the signal telling them to move is fading, like a radio stuck between stations. I once had a patient, Mr. Robert, 73. He didn't come in complaining of leg pain. He came in because he kept feeling off balance every morning. He thought it was just a part of aging, but when we took a closer look, he wasn't lacking muscle. He still walked every afternoon. The issue was that the signals from his spinal cord weren't reaching his leg muscles properly anymore. After just a few small changes to his evening nutrition and routine, within a week he said, I stood up without needing to hold the armrest. First time in years. Your legs aren't weak. They're waiting to be reawakened. And how you feel during your first 5 steps every morning is one of the clearest snapshots of your body's neuromuscular health. So if your mornings feel a little shaky, if your legs feel heavy or hesitant, don't rush to blame it on age. See it as your body gently whispering, I need support. And to understand what's really going on underneath the surface, we need to look deeper, into the silent force stealing strength from millions of older adults, something called sarcopenia. Most people think muscle loss in aging happens suddenly, after a fall, or when they can no longer climb stairs. But the truth is, it begins long before that, quietly, slowly, almost invisibly. This condition has a name, sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. And the reason it's so dangerous? Because it doesn't shout, it whispers. You won't feel a sharp pain. There's no swelling, no dramatic symptom, just a gradual fading, a few seconds longer to get out of a chair, a bit more wobble on uneven ground. And over time, those tiny delays add up until something serious happens. Sarcopenia typically begins after age 50, but accelerates after 60. Studies from Johns Hopkins show that many older adults can lose up to 1/3 of their muscle mass by their 70s without even realizing it. This isn't just about how strong you look. Your muscles are tied to so many life-critical functions: balance and coordination, energy and metabolism, hormone regulation, even brain function and mood. So when sarcopenia sets in, it's not just your legs that suffer, your whole system begins to slow down. Let me tell you about Ms. Clara, a 69-year-old retired teacher. She never missed her morning walks. She cooked her own meals. She believed she was aging well. But one morning she tripped while reaching for a pan in her kitchen. It wasn't a big fall, no broken bones. But after that day, she started fearing movement. She walked less, she rested more. And within just 6 months, she told me, "I feel like I've aged 5 years overnight." We ran tests, and what we found was classic sarcopenia, not because she wasn't active, but because she wasn't feeding her muscles the nutrients they needed to stay alive. Sarcopenia doesn't steal your strength all at once. It takes it in tiny pieces, quietly, day by day. And by the time most people notice, the damage has already begun. The good news? Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It's not irreversible, but only if you learn how to respond early, before the spiral begins. And to do that, you must understand one simple truth. Your muscles aren't vanishing. They're just not being called into action. The question is, why has the signal stopped? To answer that, we need to look deeper, not at the muscle, but at the connection between your brain, your nerves, and your legs. Let's talk about where strength really begins. When a patient tells me they're feeling weaker, they usually point to their arms or legs, but very few ever point to their nervous system, and that's where most people misunderstand strength. The truth is, your muscles don't move on their own. They only act when they receive a clear command from your brain, through your spinal cord, and out through your motor nerves. So if you're feeling like your body just isn't listening, it might be because the signal never arrived. Starting as early as your 40s, motor neurons, the nerve cells that send signals from the brain to the muscles, begin to weaken and slowly die off. It doesn't happen all at once. It's quiet, gradual, like an electrical circuit slowly shorting out. Your muscles may still be present, but without those nerve signals, they don't know what to do. It's like having a brand new light bulb, but the switch on the wall no longer works. I once met a gentleman named George, 75 years old. He told me his legs just weren't as strong as they used to be, even though he walked every day. But here's the surprising part. His muscle mass was still intact. After running some tests, we discovered the issue wasn't muscle. It was a delay and disruption in the nerve signals reaching the muscles in his legs. Instead of asking him to push harder at the gym, I recommended something different. Neurological nutrition, including key amino acids, B vitamins, and choline. 2 weeks later, he returned to my clinic smiling. "Doc," he said, "I stood up from my chair today without needing to lean forward. First time in years, it felt light." Your body isn't getting weaker. It's just losing its connection. And once you begin to restore the line between your brain and your muscles, incredible things can happen. Not at the gym, but within your own system. But restoring that connection takes more than positive thinking. You need to send your body the right signals at the right time, and that's where something surprising comes in. The timing of your evening meal and how it helps flip back on the switch your body's been missing. Let's explore that next. In medicine, we often say, it's not just what you take, it's when you take it. And when it comes to muscle recovery and neuromuscular repair, timing is everything. There is a short window, just 60 to 90 minutes before you fall asleep, when your body is naturally preparing for its deepest healing work. And what you give your body during this window can decide whether it rebuilds strength or continues to slip. Between 8:30 and 10 p.m., something special begins to happen inside your body. Your melatonin starts rising, your growth hormone begins to surge, your cells begin transitioning into repair mode. This is your body's biological reset zone. If you feed your muscles at this exact time, especially with nutrients like leucine, casein, and magnesium, you're not just having a snack, You're giving your body the precise tools it needs right when it's ready to use them. Eat too early, the nutrients fade before repair begins. Eat too late, you miss the window entirely. But eat during this 90-minute window, and you align perfectly with your body's natural rhythm. I once worked with a patient named Ellen, 68 years old, who struggled with constant leg fatigue in the mornings. She ate well, exercised moderately, and got regular sleep, but still felt weak. After reviewing her routine, we discovered something simple. She ate dinner at 6 p.m. and didn't eat anything after that. Her body went into its repair phase with nothing to rebuild with. We introduced a small evening ritual, plain Greek yogurt with a few almonds, taken around 9 p.m. Just 3 nights in, she called me and said, "I woke up this morning and didn't need to steady myself. My legs felt stronger." It wasn't magic, it was biology working with time. Your body already knows how to heal. It just needs the right signal, at the right time. And when you honor that natural rhythm, the results can feel almost instant. Now that you know when to eat, the next question is, what should you eat during that 90-minute window to trigger real, measurable muscle recovery? Let's talk about one powerful nutrient that leads the charge. Leucine, the muscle switch molecule. Many people think that to rebuild muscle, all you need is enough protein. But that's only part of the story. Because among the dozens of amino acids that make up protein, only one has the unique ability to flip the muscle repair switch. Its name is leucine. Leucine is an essential amino acid, which means your body cannot produce it on its own. You must get it from food. What makes leucine special is that it directly triggers muscle protein synthesis, the biological process that rebuilds and strengthens muscle tissue. Think of your muscles as a construction site. Protein provides the building blocks, but leucine is the foreman, the only one who can start the work. Without enough leucine, no matter how much protein you eat, your body won't give the order to repair and grow muscle. No signal means no action. I once worked with a patient named Henry, 71 years old. He was drinking whey protein every morning after his walks, but still felt weakness around his thighs and knees. When we looked closer at his routine, we found 2 key issues. His protein shake was low in leucine. He was consuming it in the morning, not during the body's natural repair window at night. We made 2 simple changes. Switch to plain Greek yogurt, rich in leucine, and slow-digesting casein. Had him eat it around 9 p.m., just before bedtime. After about a week, he told me, "I didn't get leg cramps last night, and this morning I stood up without hesitation. That hasn't happened in a while." Protein is the fuel, but leucine is the ignition key. And when you provide the right amount of leucine at the right time, your body knows exactly what to do. So how do you get enough leucine, naturally and safely? You don't need expensive powders or exotic supplements. In the next section, I'll share 3 simple, easy-to-digest evening foods that are rich in leucine, perfect for adults over 60 looking to restore strength overnight. Let's take a look. When it comes to rebuilding strength and restoring muscle, it's not just about what you eat, it's also about what you avoid, especially after 8 p.m., as your body begins preparing for deep repair. Choosing the right bedtime snack during this window can trigger overnight neuromuscular recovery and help prevent muscle breakdown while you sleep, a common concern for older adults. After 8 p.m., your digestive system starts to slow down, and your body begins adjusting hormones and internal rhythms in preparation for sleep. That's why you need foods that are easy to digest, rich in leucine, and capable of fueling your muscles steadily over 6 to 8 hours without causing bloating or disrupting your sleep cycle. 3. Ideal foods before bed. 1 plain Greek yogurt, full fat, unsweetened, contains 2.4 or 2.8 g of leucine per 150 gram, serving packed with casein, a slow-digesting protein, in vitamins D, B12, and calcium O. Add a few almonds or blueberries for extra fiber and magnesium. 2 boiled or pan-fried eggs, no oil. O provide around 2.2 grams of leucine and high choline content for nerve communication. O pair with avocado slices or whole grain toast for better absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. 3. 1 scoop of casein protein, 30 grams mixed with water or unsweetened nut milk. O maintains amino acid levels throughout the night, ideal for those with dairy sensitivities or specific dietary needs. 4 foods to avoid after 8 p.m. Sugary snacks spike insulin and disrupt internal rhythms. Red meats or fried foods, hard to digest and mildly inflammatory. Caffeine, coffee, black tea, suppresses melatonin and growth hormone release. Processed packaged foods may cause bloating and hinder nighttime recovery. One of my patients, Linda, 66 years old, used to have a bowl of sugary cereal before bed because it's easy and comforting, but she often woke up with leg cramps and morning grogginess. We swapped her cereal for a more balanced snack, 2 boiled eggs with avocado slices and a cup of warm water before bed. After 5 days, she told me, I slept better and I didn't have to hold on to the wall when I got up this morning. The right bedtime snack can be the most effective medicine for recovery after 60, because you're not just eating to fill your stomach, you're fueling a dormant movement system that's waiting to wake up. Now that you know what to eat and what to avoid after 8 p.m. to support overnight muscle recovery, if you want to take it a step further and accelerate the reconnection between your nerves and muscles, there are a few optional but powerful nutrients that can make a big difference. Let's explore them. Next. By now you know about leucine, the importance of timing, and the best evening foods to support recovery. But here's a truth many overlook. Leucine is just one piece of the recovery puzzle. To truly reconnect your nervous system and muscle function, your body also needs a group of small but essential nutrients, each one playing a unique role like wires, insulation, and power in an electrical system. Here are 4 often forgotten nutrients that are crucial for restoring strength, especially after age 60. 1. Magnesium calms the nervous system, reduces leg cramps, and supports deep sleep found in almonds, pumpkin seeds, bananas, leafy greens. Magnesium deficiency is a common cause of morning leg weakness too. Vitamins B6 and B12 help rebuild the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerves, improve speed and accuracy of neuromuscular signals, found in eggs, salmon, dairy, or low-dose B-complex supplements. 3. Choline helps produce acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for muscle movement. Supports faster reflexes and smoother coordination. Found in egg yolks, chicken liver, and soybeans. 4. Vitamin D3 supports calcium absorption and helps activate the mTOR muscle-building pathway. Essential for those who get limited sun exposure. Found in eggs, salmon, or low-dose vitamin D3 supplements. One of my patients, Walter, age 74, complained of daily leg cramps and morning numbness. He was eating enough protein, sleeping well, and staying active, but still felt stuck. Blood tests revealed a severe magnesium deficiency and very low B12 levels. After adjusting his diet and adding a gentle supplement routine, he returned 2 weeks later and told me, "For the first time in months, I woke up and my legs felt free, like they weren't tied up." Your body doesn't need a lot, but it does need enough. Even one missing nutrient can break the entire communication line between your brain and your muscles. Think of this like completing a puzzle. Every small piece matters. So now you have the full toolkit for recovery, from leucine to timing to the overlooked but essential micronutrients. Now comes the final step. How do you turn this knowledge into a simple, 5-minute evening routine that could make a real difference in as little as 12 to 48 hours? Let me walk you through a step-by-step plan. Coming up next, some changes in life take time, but others, especially the small intentional ones, can bring about noticeable results overnight. And when it comes to reawakening the strength inside your body, this kind of change is entirely possible. If you've ever felt that your legs aren't what they used to be, that getting up in the morning feels harder than it should, know this: just 5 minutes at night, done the right way, can start flipping the switch back on in your neuromuscular system. Here's a step-by-step 5-minute bedtime routine I often share with my older patients who want to restore their strength naturally. 1. Choose your evening fuel wisely: a plain Greek yogurt, 2 boiled eggs, or a scoop of casein protein. Eat around 8:30 to 9 p.m., to align with your body's repair cycle. 2. Add gentle support nutrients if needed. A few almonds, avocado slices, or a low-dose magnesium supplement. If you get little sunlight, consider adding low-dose vitamin D3. Wind down the mind. Avoid screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Sip warm water, listen to calm music, or practice light breathing. 4. Sleep for at least 7 hours. The deep recovery window between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when your body repairs most efficiently. 5. Check in with your body the next morning. Notice how you feel when you stand. Are your legs steadier, less shaky, more responsive? That's your neuromuscular system waking back up. One of my patients, Nancy, age 70, didn't believe a single cup of yogurt could make a difference. But after just 3 nights of following this bedtime routine, she came back and said, "I'm not saying it's magic, but this morning I stood up, and for the first time, I didn't need to hold onto the bed frame." Big transformations don't begin with massive effort. They begin with one small action, done consistently with clear intention. And if you take just 5 minutes each night to nourish your body the right way, you're sending a powerful message. I'm ready to reclaim the strength that's been sleeping inside me. So tonight, as you turn off the lights and settle into bed, remember this: you don't have to change your whole life in a day. You just need to begin with one small step, done at the right time, in the right way. Your strength was never lost. It's simply waiting for you to wake it up. We've been on a journey together, from those shaky first steps in the morning to the moment you realized that your strength was never lost. It was simply asleep. Here's what we now know. The problem isn't weak muscles. It's weakened signals between your brain and your body. A simple bedtime meal, timed right, can begin to reawaken those connections. And with the help of nutrients like leucine, magnesium, B vitamins, D3, and choline, your body can start to restore itself, naturally from the inside out, without a gym or expensive pills. We met Nancy, who after just 3 nights of following this bedtime routine, was able to stand up without needing the bed frame for support. And Walter, who thought numbness and cramps were just part of aging, but after restoring his magnesium and B12 levels, said his legs felt free again. Yes, your body's not failing you. It's waiting for you to send the right signal. You don't need to do a lot, you just need to do it right, and do it consistently. 1 cup of yogurt, 2 eggs, 5 mindful minutes. That could be the beginning of your return to strength, balance, and confidence in yourself. If today's message resonated with you, if someone came to mind, your parent, your partner, or even yourself, while watching this, just one small action, and tomorrow morning, listen to your body. And if you feel even a little stronger, if standing up is just a bit easier, come back and leave a comment. Share your experience, because your story might inspire someone else to begin their own. Hit the subscribe button, share this video with someone you care about, and stay with us for more natural health guidance, especially for those navigating life after 60. Age doesn't take your strength away. Inaction does. But the moment you choose to begin, your strength begins to return.